Imagine a man so stupid that his own neighbors turned his life into a game. The game was simple. Think of the single dumbest business idea you possibly can. Something guaranteed to lose money, so idiotic no person alive could profit from it. Then walk over to this man, keep a straight face, and tell him it's a brilliant investment. They played this game for years, the richest men in town taking turns, waiting for the day it finally bankrupted him and ran him out of town for good. Here's the part they couldn't explain. It kept making him richer. Not once, not by luck. Again and again, every single time, the most idiotic idea they could invent turned to gold in this man's hands, until the people trying to destroy him started to wonder if they were the stupid ones. And by the end of this, you'll have to decide something people still can't agree on. Whether you just watch the luckiest fool who ever lived, or the most brilliant con man in American history, hiding in plain sight. His name was Timothy Dexter, and to understand why everyone was so sure he was an idiot, you have to start with where he came from. He was born in 1747, dirt poor, on a farm in Massachusetts. He got maybe a few months of schooling in his whole life. He could barely read, and he could barely write. At 8, he was working as a farmhand. At 16, he was apprenticed to a man who made leather goods, and that was his whole education. Dirt and leather. By every measure the world uses to size a person up, Timothy Dexter was nothing and was going to stay nothing. Except for one move. The first clue that maybe something else was going on. At 22, this penniless, barely literate leather worker somehow convinced a wealthy widow to marry him. She had money, she had a house, and just like that, Dexter had the one thing he'd never had. A stake. Now, hold on, because here's where he made the bet everyone thought would ruin him. It's the American Revolution.